morning, YouTube family. Hey, this is Nanette with Take 5 with Nanette, and today we're here to spend a few moments focusing on some nuggets of information that hopefully have the potential to help all of us change our perspective and learn to think for a change. So, if you want to receive these nuggets of information on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, don't hesitate to subscribe and you will get those notifications in your email box so that when you have time, you can click on those. Today, we're going to talk about something that all of us wrestle with at times. And how many of you have been, especially in the wintertime, how many of you have been in bed and it's just a little bit uncomfortable and cold outside. And so you're just so comfortable underneath the covers. And you've got the covers wrapped around you, and maybe you have one of those down comforters and it's wrapped around you and you're just so cozy and warm. And none of us want to get out from under the covers. Why? Because we're comfortable. All of us have times in our life when the rhythm or the pattern that we're in, even if it's not beneficial to us, has become comfortable. The way we're doing things has become comfortable. And very often, someone else will come in or something will happen that interrupts that comfort and causes us to have to get outside of our comfort zone. But let's talk about that's when something happens from the outside. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could recognize when we become comfortable in something and it really, maybe it did serve us well before, but it's not serving us well anymore. It's just not beneficial anymore. And yet we continue in that same pattern. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could recognize that? What would it take for us then to step outside of our comfort zone? To do something that is out of the ordinary, that isn't normal for us. A lot of times what that takes is it takes courage. But even before courage, it takes recognizing, being able to recognize that we're in a pattern or we've become comfortable with something that it might behoove us to actually do it differently. That's where that question of consideration comes in. What if I actually chose to think about this differently? What might happen? What if I could only do one thing in a situation to try to bring about change? What would that be? Why would I want to do it, and why would I not want to do it? What would it take? Who would I have to be? What would it take and who would I have to be for that to change? Most of the time, when we are willing to ask ourselves that question, we actually are we're actually doing something to take ourselves out of our comfort zone. It feels a little bit uncomfortable. It feels a little bit painful. Why? Because it's new, because it's different, and it takes a while. We are such rhythmic creatures. We were created, even our cells and every one of our organs. If you study quantum physics, which is one of my favorite subjects in the world, if you study quantum physics, even your major organs have a particular rhythm that they operate at. particular vibration, some people might call it, but I like to call it a rhythm. And when that rhythm gets disrupted, the ease that they were in becomes dis-ease until you can bring ease back to them. Now, there are a lot of things that we can do to get them back in rhythm. But when we try something new, when we get outside of our comfort zone, very often the reason we feel so uncomfortable is because our rhythm has been disrupted, and it takes time for that rhythm, for us to get our rhythm back. So today, think about an area where you've become comfortable that maybe if you chose to think differently about that and you were willing to become a little bit uncomfortable, you might see improvement or things might change in that area. All right, that's it for today. Look forward to talking to you next time. And if you'd like to hear these on a regular basis, don't forget to hit subscribe. Have a great day.